DJ Terrestrial.
In this landscape, when you have so many competitive candidates in the market at the same time vying for those same jobs, statistically, recruiters look at resumes and they literally, in terms of the amount of time they spend looking at resumes, statistically, I was even surprised when I found out the statistic, 8 to 10 seconds before we've already decided what bucket we're putting you in, the pass, the go, or maybe we'll hold. It's really true. So for example, if you're applying for a really large organization like the company I work for, on average, we can receive over, and I'm going to say on the lower end, I'm being modest, maybe 200 resumes for one job. Hey, how many slots do we have for that one job? It's only one. And then you drill down, you can only interview maybe a tenth of those people, because when you have a plate of 15 jobs that you're working on, how many interviews can you actually take per day? So again, you have to think about that. So how can you stand out as a competitive candidate? How can you be the one that is going to be, top of mind when they see it on paper? So that's your first impression, of course. So focus on that, definitely first impression. Make yourself the competitive candidate by being strategic about the way that you're applying for these jobs. Not just willy-nilly, because you're gonna set yourself up for disappointment. If you're not, that subject matter expert applying for that particular job. So that's some of the things that always come to mind. Stay relevant. I believe one of the other panelists, I'm forgetting your name right now, mentioned it in terms of making sure that you are putting your information up there on LinkedIn and updating it. I would say give your platform a little bit of a tune-up. Share your voice in those spaces. Contribute to the groups. Make sure that you are, I would say sometimes, even for myself, I always post about relevant industry information, even if you're not currently working right now, or if you are, leverage the business updates that your company puts out on their page, repost that information. Again, people start to follow that. I don't care how many followers I have on Instagram. I care how many followers I have on LinkedIn, because that is my professional network and that is how I do business as a talent acquisition director. My Instagram has about 2,000 something. My LinkedIn has 12,000, followers. And that's because I was intentional. I positioned my brand to make sure that I stay relevant in my industry. I contribute to articles. I share any type of panels that I speak on. So I definitely believe that you can still stand out in many different ways than your traditional methods.
Wow. You nailed it. I do have to say, so Riley was definitely the one that brought that up about being our LinkedIn expert.